Everybody says that comparison kills, but nobody talks about how to not compare yourself to other people. The thing I realize is whenever I am scrolling on social media, whenever I am very focused on making something perfect, when I'm trying to make something good to boost my ego, to make myself better in other people's eyes, that is when comparison becomes very focused in my brain. It overloads my brain. And things I realize I need to start chasing the things that don't do that, that calm my brain, that make me do something, make me feel something different, that make me calm me down, almost dump my load off of me, all my anxiety from comparison, from making something great, and reading, writing, doing something slow, slowing down, going outside. That really speaks to my soul, that comforts me, that doesn't overload my brain, it doesn't paralyzes me, it gives me hope. And those are the things I need to start chasing more. I've been having this bad fear of just a lot of comparison. When I do something, it needs to be good in other people's eyes. And it's become really bad where when I want to make something, I go and look at what other people are doing, or I even think, would this person like that? Would this person do that? And when you start out, it's okay. But when you know how to create, when you love creating, because you love creating, not to create something perfect, becomes a bad thing. It becomes something that you don't want to do. You just want to make the thing. You just want to do the best you can your way and not someone else's way. But it's really hard when you keep seeing other people's creations and they look so good and they're getting the same results, or they're getting really good results, and you're almost jealous of that. You really want that. But comparison and perfectionism and copying are not the way to go. It's a long game, and comparison only kills in the long game. But it is something to think about, of what to do when you feel overwhelmed, how to slow down, to stop letting those thoughts bombard your brain, to just be. And it can be annoying, it can feel absurd to just slow down when you feel like you have to do something, when you're trying to build up to something, you're trying to build a following, make money as fast as you can. Or if you're not, if you're trying to just create something and you feel behind because everyone else is creating something that looks incredible and you don't think your skills are there, it's okay to make something bad. And it's been hard for me to even agree with that, but you have to slow down and find those things that tell you, that show you that it's okay to slow down, to be at this stage you're at. It really sucks because I used to be the person to say, it really sucks because I used to say that people in beginning stages, their best art, or the most cool art, is the journey art before you get to be this incredible creator. But it's harder facing it when you're older and you think you have to know everything. You have to be good at everything you do because you know. It's hard to be new at something. A thing I realized about myself earlier today, I think I have a limiting belief about myself. And I realized it because I was watching a video on storytelling about Casey Neistat. And then I went to watch one of Casey's videos. And the first video I watched was called No Excuses. And it really think about what I believe. Even videoing right now, talking to the camera, I don't think I would, that's where I don't think I would do this. I would be comfortable sitting here talking when I don't have an idea what I'm doing. When I don't know how to make this better, I overthink it a lot. I don't just act. I don't just go because I believe I can. I overthink. I think about what I need to do, what knowledge I need to gain before I do something instead of just doing something. And that has been really hard, really something I need to learn more about. Just acting and believing can do anything, but fear gets in the way, and excuses that make no sense logically, but fear becomes part of that excuse and just builds up and builds up those voices until you just think you need something else. You need to keep watching a video, you need to keep watching, you need to keep searching until you find the knowledge needed to create something. When knowledge doesn't, even in school, knowledge doesn't work as well as doing something. And it's something easy, but you just have to do it. Which is just silly. And so here I am just doing it. It's so silly. Why do we think something has to be perfect to create it? This one, I don't really know. It's a question I really want to just ask people, because I don't know if it's a fear of perception or if it's a fear of, I guess, pretty much ego in that way of perception is a main goal. But there's so many voices that try to come at you. There's so many different fears of, what about this person? What about that person? What if this person comes across it? And that's not even if something's perfect. That's just, do you really want to be that vulnerable with someone? Do you really want them to know you more? Do you really want them to be at a place that they know more about you than you possibly do know about them? But is that not the weird thing? Is we want to be known by people, and yet we're scared to create things that make us known, that make us different, that make us stand out. And yet we're calling out saying, I want to be known, I want to belong, I want to be better, I want to be cool, I want to be myself. And that's kind of what I see cool as, by the way. I see it as being yourself, being uniquely you, and that's cool. But to be fearful of that is crazy that we have that fear.